Okay, we're up and running. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another day of concept art design in VR. Okay, so as I mentioned yesterday, we are making something a little different this week. Instead of just doing a bunch of one-off individual things like robots or spaceships, we're going to be working on the components of a cyber dock for Cyberpunk, like a place where you go and get the cyberware or your medical or whatever. So I'm going to work on the individual components every day this week, and then Friday I'm going to put them all together in either Octane or Keyshot, depending on how, I don't know, optimistic I'm feeling about my learning Octane, which is what I'm doing this week. And then have a final scene that we could show to an art director or a team versus just having individual parts. So yesterday I did like the overhead lighting fixture that comes down over the surgery bay. So I think today I'm going to start with the bed, the surgery bed. And if it goes fast, I might do something else too. I'm not really sure yet. Um, but before I get started too much, let's go over our sort of design principles for this scene again. This is an unlicensed cyberdoc lab with 3 medical professionals. One sort of neo-goth transhumanist woman, one sort of Bell Labs era hippie botanist geneticist, and one ex-corp, very wholesome looking neuroprogrammer. So they're working in a small, cramped space, something like Kowloon City in Hong Kong. And this is definitely a function over form kind of place. They don't super care if the paint job is done or things look terribly friendly. This is where you come to get your cyber arm put on so you can go up against the law. Just good things to keep in mind as we go build. Like, we want the tech to feel like it makes sense, it's consistent, and they will have bought it from somewhere, so it's going to have some level of ergonomics to it, but it's also going to be hacked onto a little bit and possibly even modded or just defaced because of who they are. Yeah, so like I said, we built the lighting rig yesterday, which is one of the more massive parts of this room in my mind, and the surgery bed's going to be another fairly large section. Okay, so like I said, I've been looking at a lot of Kowloon City sort of stuff, and which is the walled city that got torn down in Hong Kong, if you don't know. Um, and one of the things I love about that location is there's some really cool shots. I have a book that's got like this guy went through and photographed the whole thing before they tore it down, and there's some really cool things like barber shops, basically, that are just super neat. And I'm gonna try and use this corner to lay things in vertically as much as I can. Almost right. Cool. And space, we got less room. Yeah. So they're like barber shops and dentists. There's a lot of dentists in there for people that didn't actually have the license to practice dentistry in the British Empire, but excuse me, but were capable of doing the work, and they would just sort of work in Kowloon City instead, which is kind of a neat idea. And I think we're kind of thinking the same kind of thing for this space here, or I am. And this is where I really wish I had a snap to vertical, because something like that would be super helpful for this. And let's just go see if I can't. There we go, close enough. So what I'm working on right now is just like the ground, like the stand for the bed. So now I should need to probably actually start on the bed itself. Got some shapes. These are the ones that I built myself. And I'm actually going to use the downside. Normally I do it up like this and you get these cool parts, but I think I want the top of the bed to be smooth. So let's do it like, I don't want to go that way, because if I do, then I don't have any symmetry later. Like that. Something like that. Only I don't want to put on this layer. A new layer. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so there's a starting point for our actual bed. I think we're going to want it a little wider than this. I'm actually going to build like the frame of the bottom part first, I think. And then from there, we can adjust. In, there's one side. And up. There's the other side. And no, it's not centered, but I feel like that's okay. I'm going to put a bit more down the bottom there. So that's going to be like the tray area of our bed. And I'm liking that. I really feel like this shape makes a great sort of superstructure because it gives you these nice lines when you stretch it out. It's fun. The edges suck. But that's fine. Okay, and then let's just go give it. Turn upside down. Go back to the stand layer. Reposition where that goes. And something like that, but better. And do it one more time. Yeah. Fine. It's not exact, but just to give it some rivets. Okay. So we have our stand, our structure, the base structure. Let's got another new layer. And let's work on this. Okay, we need to, well, either fill that in or erase it. Let's just erase it first. There we go. I don't want that coming out the other side. So now we're going to build sort of some of the side stuff around the interior part of this bed. How do we want to do it? Let's see. Actually, let's try something. Try duplicating it. I think that's this layer now. Yeah. And moving it. Up slightly, not that far. That far. And then maybe, can we expand it? Let's see if we can expand it vertically as well. I just want to expand it vertically though, not horizontally. It's shrinking it now. All right, it's not exactly what I wanted, but I think that'll work. Okay, so now, let's paint this sucker now. Let's paint the top a nice, we'll just go with this gray. I'm gonna make sure that I don't cut into that layer too much. But I need to fill edges around the side, so I want to make sure that I've got it right. Okay. The other thing that I want to do now with this, let's just see, can we? Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Okay, yes, that's cool. And actually, I might even drag that a little longer, and a little like that. There's our bed. Okay, that's feeling right to me. Because I want to give some like clamps and stuff and thinking about it from. Okay, might want to make that a little longer. Wrong layer. Layer 1. Yeah. Cool. Okay. So now we have layer 1 is our stem. Layer 2 is our base underneath that. Layer 3 is nothing yet, and layer 4 is that. Let's go to layer 3. And let's go off of paint, back to clay. And let's start filling in the shapes around that with something cool. I don't know what that's going to be yet. Let's try this. We're going to first we want to increase the res. And let's see. Like that. But I want to go back to single, although I did actually get those pretty good there. There and there. And that's going to be like riveting points, I guess. Something where it would bend. So maybe the same here. And then the same here. No, we're out of space there. Okay. So not there, but that's fine on this layer. And then there. Okay. Now let's go to the new part. That's cool. Let's just fill this in. Essentially, we're just masking this form now so that there's no holes. Filling in the bed. That looks good to me. That looks good to me. That looks good to me. Okay. Yeah, all right. So we've got that. These we're gonna build clamps, so that's okay. I'll leave those there. Maybe I will erase the top one. And okay, the rest I'm okay with. So that's our in-between mechanical layer. Shape form. I like it. I mean something at the top there, which means I'm going to need to go to another new layer because I didn't make this one big enough. And that other one I may have already increased the size on it. I bet you I did. And that's why, but that's fine for this. Okay. There's that. And maybe I'll do just kind of up like that. Cool. And like that. All right. And it doesn't line up exactly, but we're going to probably put some mechanical parts in here. In fact, let's do that now. Let's give it like an engine of something. I don't know why it needs an engine, but you know. That works. Actually, that's better than an engine. That's cool. Really liking that. I think we need to delete the parts on the inside. Yep. And good. through. Cool. Okay, and do we want to line along here too? Maybe we do. Yes, I think we do. And then the same piece. Let's see, like that. Go there. And the same piece again. That. I love the move tool so hard. Okay. And then here. Like that. Make that a little simpler since it's going on the inside. Here we go. That there. And in. Cool. So now we've given it sort of a techie feel all the way around. Nice. Liking it. Now we could go nuts with this thing. I'm not sure how much we will, but I do kind of want some clamps for arms, maybe a head thing here, just to indicate that if they needed to like tie down someone, if they were having a weird cyberpsychosis moment, they totally could. Let's go with a new layer though. And we're in there and there. Let's go back to single. There and there. Down a little bit. Okay. Yep. And then same thing here, which means I probably want it to something to come out first. There. And then there. Cool. And maybe again here. Okay. Yeah, I think for the head we want something special. But now we have clamps all along that. That's looking cool. I'm liking it a lot. Let's see what we can find for the head. First thing I think we want is something like, yeah. Like that. And about there, because it's not going to be attached yet. And then from there, that piece there, that looks good to me. And now let's go grab us some bendy bits. Is a nope. Some kind of an arm piece. That'll work. Yes, something like that. So now we can move that in place. And then, so we're thinking like, dude comes down, lies here. This is where you do your head parts, locking the body. Yeah, cool. I think we need, looking at it sideways, I want a little bit more mass in there in the middle. I don't know what that is. Let's go new layer. We got lots left. And I just want something that feels heavier there. That, yeah, cool. Need to fill it. So, oh, centerpiece too now. Just with something down the middle. Something just like that. Yep. Cool. So it's got some kind of a power thing. Maybe the same thing down here. Throw that in there. Ooh, yeah. And then there. Grab that. There. Okay, yes, that's way cooler. It gives us that feeling we're looking for. Let's go now and go to pistons again. I like these a lot. You may have noticed. And then, let's see, take it like that. Yep. Perfect. That's exactly what I was looking for. Just a couple of pipes. That doesn't go up, but maybe it looks like it could. So there. Yep. Cool. And let's just fill this here. That, like that. Yep. Just, yeah, that looks great. And let's quick save. Hair surgery bed. Oh, I do need to erase that though. Okay, that goes up too high. Am I on the right layer? Yep. There we go. Back to no bed. Okay. So our bed space is still feeling good. Excuse me. That's looking right. I'm feeling good about this one. I kind of want to get a bit bigger of a base down here, but not too much because our space is going to be quite at a premium in this location. But I also want to read right. I don't know what layer I'm on now. Is that underneath space? Okay, we'll call this the same space. That's cool. That's cooler. Perfect. Now I just need to erase those things down there. Okay, not exact. Close enough for government work. Okay, so now we got a stand. Let's go with a new layer. Increase this once, Anytime I want to increase the res once, if you pay attention, normally that means yes, it's time for cables. Shrink us down. Pick a dark color. I don't know why I like dark green for these, but I seem to. Okay, and let's go add us just some good old-fashioned cyberpunk cables. 1, 2. Let's see. 3. I'm gonna take down steady a little bit. I don't need quite that steady. And then 4. Okay, so we got some cables there. We want some cables there. Definitely need some cables running up through this thing. There. Like that. Cool. And that. Here, these are kind of already some, so we'll just go along them. Yeah, good enough. And let's see, where else do we want cables? I want something that goes up to here, like that. Okay, yes. Yes, 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 yes. There. And then here. There. No, but I kind of dig on that though. Let's go the other way though. There we go. Yeah, cool. And then here, there. No. There. No, not quite. It's cool, but no. I think we're just going to go with the loop to here, to here, to here, and there. Oh, it's coming out, so. There. Lots of cables everywhere, basically. Is there a need for them? No, clearly not. Are they cool? I think so. Right. Then let's grab some beefier ones and just take them down to the floor. It's our center cable things. Save it. Yeah, cool. Digging it. Let's see. I'm gonna put a little something up there. Let's go to the new layer. 3 times. And bring it so it's right up there at the top. And in here, and let's set our color to actually just a different color so I know it's something else. I don't know what I'm looking for yet though. It might just be as simple as that. Like that. Let me show it that. No, I don't, not exactly, but that I like though. We'll go there. Just a few more little parts. Better. Okay. And I do want something there though. Let's try just one-off cap thing. Sure. And the same on the top. Yeah, cool. Okay, this might actually be enough for what I want because I don't want to, I mean, it's the star in a sense, but I don't want it to overshadow everything else. I do think, though, say that same color, just as long as I can. Give it a few little things here. That there, there, and there. Cool. And another shape. Let's go put some shapes. And put that here. Just to give it, you know, something extra. Just a few micro details. I do like it though. I think that's cool. And then maybe down here, something like that. Let's go to single. Better. Pieces like that. And like that. There we go. Yeah, that's cool. Okay. I think we're getting close to where I want to be on this one. It's not too hard. But I'm liking it. I think this will work well. I think we're going to leave this very plain across the top. You want to do layer 7. Get rid of that. There we go. That's better. And yeah. Okay. So we're going to call this one, I think, for today. And I think that'll be all we work on for right now today. I don't know if I can start another one. I need to do a bit more research. I think tomorrow we're going to work on the computer terminal slash, office desk area, which is always a bit interesting in a cyberpunk world because, if it was anything like now, probably everything would just be on your phone or in your head. But we do need something visually, so we'll create some kind of a computer thing. And I think that's where we're going to start seeing a little bit more doodads and personalization to the space. So far, we've been very industrial and clinical, but I got some ideas. I want to make some like skull robots and stuff like that to float around this thing. So just because these guys are kind of, I want to show that they're a bit mad sciencey, and it's not a hospital. And I think that'll help. So tomorrow we're going to get into a bit more personalization, and I think it might be some smaller props as well. But anyway, I'm going to take this out now, save it one more time because I don't remember, and export it. What are we at? 9 million polys? Okay, cool. Export that. And then I'm going to take it into KeyShot and give it some textures and post it up on my Instagram. Thank you for watching. If you're watching on Twitch, please subscribe. If you're watching the archive on YouTube, well, please subscribe too, or go over to Twitch and you can watch me do them every day at 10 a.m. in the morning Pacific time. I really appreciate it, and I will be back again tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye.